Well, Tammy and I are getting a real education in appliance repair.
So remember on our trip home in the RV, we had trouble with the oven clicking, clicking. The oven's doing a weird thing. I try to turn it on and the pilot light just clicks, and it won't stop. And you can't do anything to make it stop except turn the breaker off.
Okay, so it turned out that this wasn't it. We called China. They wouldn't help us out.
Hopefully by the end of this video, we will have a solution for you in case your oven is clicking. Till further notice, we are on a mission to explore, create, and we hope to inspire you to try new things too.
So now that we're back home and we got all the tools that we need, we're digging into this, and basically everything is working. All the burners are working, the oven's working, the pilot light's working. Appreciate all the comments that we've got. As of yet, we haven't come up with a solution. So currently we are dismantling piece by piece the Insignia range. So far we've gone in and we've cleaned up all of the igniter tips with alcohol and Q-tips. We've gone in and cleaned up the thermocoupler. Everything's clean.
So we're confused, confounded, and at this point, we haven't found a solution.
So we went ahead and made an appointment with the local RV repair shop, but geez, we don't want to do that. You know, you just know that you're going to get in over your head cost-wise, and this can't be that complicated. So when you got a situation like this, just start taking things apart. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to see if there's some kind of grunge in these knobs, you know, underneath back where these knobs make connections or whatever, to where it thinks that it still needs to be ignited. I mean, the fact that the thermocouplers are working, the fact that all the burners are sparking indicates that whatever it is that's supposed to sense that there's a flame is not working.
And I think it'd be a good idea to take pictures of what you're taking apart so remember how to put it back together, because you know how that goes.
You know, and the frustrating thing is Insignia is made by Best Buy, and from all the searching that we've done, you cannot get a parts list or a parts diagram. And apparently they don't make the parts for it anymore.
Do you know which screws go to which part?
So far.
Hopefully by the end of this video, we will have a solution for you in case your oven is clicking. And if not, maybe you'll have a solution for us. And the last option is it might have to go to the shop.
Where did I take these from?
I just asked you, do you know where all the screws go to? Babe.
That's your job to memorize where the screws came from.
I wasn't out here when you started pulling them out.
What do you think about this? Just silence. Oh. Underneath. Okay. Those are all the ones that...
Should we put them in separate containers?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, these are for the burner tops. That's for the burner top for the stove. Those are for the burner top that goes inside the stove. These ones are for the stovetop burners. These are the ones that I just took off that I probably shouldn't have, that were where the lights are. And the little short black ones are for the control panel that I'm taking off.
I'm glad we're documenting this. Just start saying aloud what you're doing and what screws came from where so we can figure it out later.
The big question is, are these meant to pull off? Because I give a fair amount of pressure to it and they're not popping off. And I saw somebody else in one of the forums said they didn't want to pry them because they didn't know. I don't know, feel that. Does that really feel like it should pry? They do come off. You gotta give it some good
have to be Hercules to get them off, but they do come off. Maybe that's the problem. We need to clean the knobbies.
Maybe. Okay.
No. Be careful, there's things connected.
Okay, now.
Alright, here we go. We're pretty much like people who don't know what they're doing and they lift the hood of their truck to look in there and think they're going to magically know what's wrong. That's what's happening right here. It's not, there's a lot of parts. Nothing looks wrong.
I've done this with computers before, with laptops. Been a long time since I've done it, but I've completely taken apart the laptop, and that's pretty much what I do right before I throw it out the door.
Alright, Scott's indisposed at the moment, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to do a little cleaning of all the things myself, since he did it. And, you know, the way guys clean things and the way women clean things are sometimes different. But don't tell him. I'm just gonna do it while he's gone. And FYI, when it's sparking, don't touch it because you can get electrocuted. I just got a little zap through my arms and fingers. Don't do that. Done all the things they say to do. Nothing's working. I don't know, folks. Do you know what's wrong? Please comment below. We haven't a clue what to do.
Yeah, we were going to give up and take it into the local RV repair shop. Read a couple of things on the internet saying that this should do the trick. But one last Hail Mary, we found a part on Amazon right there. And fingers crossed that this is going to work. It's a spark module, a spark controller. I honestly don't even want to take Tammy in the camper because she's going to see what I've done. So you can see I've taken the whole thing apart. The top's off, the front's off where the controls are, and the back is halfway off. I couldn't get it all the way off because it's held close to the wall by the gas line. I could only bring it out so far. I have no idea how they put the gas line on this oven because there's no way to get down there and take it off.
They probably did it from the outside before they put it all together.
Must have.
I just have one question. Did you pay attention to how everything was so that you can put this all back together?
I knew you were going to ask that, and the answer is yes. There's a lot of wires that go into this thing. Used a Sharpie to mark the ones that I may not remember. I took pictures of everything, so don't worry about it. I got it handled.
Okay, so where does this spark module thingy live?
So you can see right here. So I've had to get in there and unmount that from the back side. It was back there. Had to unmount it. And so now what I need to do is take all these wires out of this thing and put them into the new one. Okay, 1 down, 8 to go here.
You have to be a contortionist to get in there to do this thing. Do you want me to do that part?
After going through all that, it's not the spark controller, so I didn't even need to get into the back of this thing. I've opened up the front of this and I've got these switches inside, and some of them did need a little bit of lubrication and some of them were sticking a little bit, but that wasn't it. There's something wrong with the switch for the oven. When that's disconnected and I push the switches, then it sparks like it should.
That makes sense because it happened when I tried to light the oven.
Now we need this widget right here. That's the culprit.
Well, if this is it, Scott will be a pretty good gas range technician if anyone has any questions. Good morning. Here's the deal. This part is unfindable. Well, I take that back. I actually found the exact part that was made in China by the manufacturer. And I knew they would tell me no, but I went ahead and reached out to the manufacturer in China and I asked, can you just sell me one part? Of course, they don't do that. However, we can find the part. It's the little lever in the position that it comes in this stove. But after many, many calls, Scott got a hold of appliance parts store in Ocala, and they think they can have something that'll work or that we can make work.
We picked up 2 switches, and we're going to try and modify these switches to work in the configuration that we need in the stove.
Yeah. Object of this operation is remove this leveler from this snap action micro switch. I'm learning terminology because we can find all kinds of the micro switches, but not with this handle on them. Level. What's it called? What's it?
Lever. There's a lever that pushes down down on the switch.
Down the switch. Right there. Ours is not working. So
Dead on arrival.
they didn't have that one. So he says what they do is they pop these open and then they'll pop this up, put it in there. Hopefully that'll fix it, but I have to do surgery and it's tight, so we're gonna see if I can pop this baby open.
We bought 2 of these little doodads just in case we screw the first one up.
Yeah, it comes right apart. It's kind of like a Lego. There's
back.
the thing that's not working right there. I don't know if you're supposed to take it out. There we go.
Oh.
There's the inside of the little switch. And here's the part that's not Oh, there's the spring. The spring just came out. I bet I can put this back together.
I bet you can.
I bet we don't even need the new switch. I just found the spring that came out. I think we should try fixing the old one first. Should have been an engineer.
This is exactly what we're all going to be going through now that we're not getting things from China anymore. We're going to all have to figure out how to fix these little components. So we didn't even need to drive to Ocala?
Look, I just fixed it. It clicks now. All right, we're gonna go see if that was all we needed to do this whole time. After days and days and days of Scott tearing apart the range. The screws up above, babe. You missed the hole, babe.
Oh, there's the hole. Yeah.
All right, everyone say a prayer.
That one works. That one works. That one works. That one works. That's the deal. All that for a $4 part that we didn't even have to replace. Tammy just fixed it.
Just call Tammy if you need me to dissect your electrical parts and put them back together for you.
And we spent $70 getting a replacement on that. We're gonna hightail that back to the seller.
I just want to make a statement here about listening to your wife
At my
because, well, you know, when I saw that little part and I kept saying it happened when I tried to turn the oven on for the past week, and I saw that part and I said, I wonder if it's this little switch, this little part right here, a week ago. Guess what? There's a little part right there. I wanted to just set the record straight that sometimes, you know, if you listened to your wife, you would have saved yourself a lot of grief. Okay, go ahead.
Well, at the time, neither one of us understood what was what in this whole configuration of parts here. I
literally found the manufacturer in China for this part. I called China and I talked to Tina, and we did it all. From the manufacturer to Scott called 5 different appliance repair shops. When all this time, if he would have just listened to me. Anyway, go ahead.
I no longer need your assistance. You can go back in the house and I'll have this thing buttoned up and looking brand new here in about 30 minutes.
I love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye. Feeling like an a-hole for saying all those things to Scott. Because it's been like an hour and a half and he's out there in the dark and he's still working on putting that oven back together. But just so you know, I'm just teasing. I mean, I did have the idea, but he's done all the work about tearing that thing apart and putting it back together. So I do appreciate him. I just wanted to get that on the record. He doesn't know I'm saying this, but just so you all know. And then if he watches this, he knows. But anyway, he's done a great job. I appreciate him. Thanks, babe.